EKG now reads 81 beats per minute. Normal sinus rhythm. This is good. So you're a doctor now? Of course not. I memorized clinical ECG interpretation this morning. Because of course you did. Listen, his breathing just became erratic. See theta waves. Alpha now. He's becoming lucid. I think he's awake. That is what I just said. No discernible erection, however. Unfortunate. Oh, thank God, Alex. You had us all so worried. Get the doctor. No, go get Jay. But Jay will return from the restroom shortly. Go. Oh, all right. I think she's made her point there. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger. Welcome to another episode of Chasing Sunsets. We're on chapter 8. Yeah, I know. I've had it for a while, and I just, kind of forgot to make videos for it. Also, I've been under the weather the last few days, so that's also stopped me from doing some videos. But even though I'm not fully recovered, we're gonna try this anyway. Apologies ahead of time for the even worse voice acting than usual. If you want to support the channel, make sure you do so by checking out my Patreon, and you can also check out my store link, probably right below this video somewhere. And that's it. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Alright, chapter 8, Conflicts of Interest. We're in the Honolulu General Hospital. If you did not watch the last episode, well then I don't know what your problem is. But Alex here, he got in a little bit of a fight with Victor, I think his name is, or Vincent. And Vincent, got him, put him in the hospital. But I think Vincent's also probably not doing so well, or he got up and he's completely missing. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, here we are, hospital. Let's go. Mallory and Jay wait impatiently as you wrap up your consultation with the surgeon. All I'm saying is that the last time I got bored in a hospital, I defibrillated myself on a dare. Can we not? Your liver laceration was trivial, but blood loss nearly did the rest. And yesterday felt like an absinthe and tequila hangover, but today I feel so much better. You're fortunate your annoyingly upbeat friend here is a universal donor. The cyclone left us critically low on type B, and we couldn't reach out to your donor on file. Well, that'd be my mother, but she passed away this year. Good thing I brought a spare. Mallory forces an awkward smile, while Jay regards you with a haunted expression. What are you talking about? Are you feeling lightheaded? I'm feeling like I want to recover at home with some hot pockets and like every other guy. The doctor shoots you an exacerbated look. Discharge protocol after transfusion is 24 hours, minimum. Tomorrow, not a moment sooner. And that's only if your fan club allows you some rest. Jay and Mallory smile at the doctor disarmingly. Oh, we're just leaving. May we have just one moment with your patient on our way out, doctor? So now my medical opinion matters. Muttering under his breath in frustration, the surgeon takes his leave. Feels oddly natural as Jay and Mallory approach you on opposite sides of the bed. I didn't even see you had a knife, Alex. I should have just waited for the police. Jay. If you had, who knows how things may have played out. At least we're all still here. I'm certain you saved my life. That both of you did. It's no big deal. Or Mallory's right. Mallory's right, we saved her life. It's no big deal. That's probably what I'd say. I'm still here, the other guy isn't. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. I was only conscious at the very end, but that monster was definitely after me. He said something before he saw me that might explain why. But that can wait. We don't want to upset my surgeon enough to amputate anything you'll miss. Just wait until he sees a conga line forming out in front to see you. Really? Who? Literally everyone you know here, plus the local press, and even some government types. Oh yeah. And there's a jelly roll from the consulate I'm getting a really shady vibe from. That's weird. I'll keep an eye out for him then. I'm glad he won't have to live with killing him. But I just don't see a jail holding that guy. She tries to force a brave smile, but you can tell she's worried. I'm fine, really. We'll have plenty of time to talk through everything later. Now you both look like you need some sleep way worse than I do. We'll talk more tomorrow. Mallory grasps your hand impulsively and kisses you softly on the cheek. Not all heroes wear capes. But this one does. I've got a picture to prove it. Want to see over some mojitos? You are kidding. Don't even think about it, sis. I just let you back into the circle of trust. I knew copying Mom's photo album would pay off, and technically, I'm just returning them. Besides being pretty f***ed up, that's not a loophole. Careful now, Alex. Don't tweak your stitches. You can only glare helplessly as the two girls leave the recovery room giggling. Alright, 20 minutes later. Alright, I'm getting a text or something. Huh, no caller ID. Fuck it. I'm officially bored enough to sex with an African prince. Alright, Alex Campbell. Who's this? So, cool story. I just got off the plane, and what's the first thing I see on TV? Alex Campbell on headline news. Christian? Yup, closing the loop. I don't know what the f that means. Oh, okay. That unlocks the thumb drive, and the rest is up to you. FYI, my uncle's on the fence with Rep and Prizer. Might bail. Good to know. I don't know what all these fucking acronyms mean. Oh, for what it's worth. Got it! For what it's worth, I didn't know Vince was coming at you. Glad you pulled through. Anyway, I'm out. Peace. Thanks. See ya. Ah. I guess now we'll see whose side he's really on. One eternity later. After drifting in and out of sleep, you awaken suddenly to the feeling of being watched. Oh, good, you're awake. Sitting somewhat awkwardly across from you is a pudgy, bookish man you don't recognize. Well, that wasn't creepy at all. Are you at the hospital? Oh, Lord, no. Brian Ferguson, U.S. Consulate. Consulate? Why would you have any interest in me? Why, indeed? The man looks at you intently for a moment, as if having an inner debate. I had originally planned to just sign your release to the tunnel authorities and call it a day. What are you talking about? Am I being charged with something? Felony assault, of course. You seriously injured a man on foreign soil, Alex Campbell. You've got to be kidding. That was self-defense. He was a threat to everyone on the boat. And the government has an interest in advertising that the only crime in Honolulu is imported. You could have offered me up remotely, so why don't you tell me why you're really here? Can I ask a few questions before I decide how I'm going to put this little fiasco of ours to bed? If this is an interrogation, I'd like my attorney present. If you're that apprehensive about it, we'll not discuss the yacht incident directly then. We'll start with a softball. Why did Lisa Hendricks just cancel 2 secondary patent applications? Secondary patents? What does that have to do with... If you want my help, Mr. Campbell, you'll need to answer my questions. I honestly don't know. I've been stuck in here and I haven't talked shop with Lisa in days. That's plausible. Then perhaps you can provide an answer that predates your incident. I will if I can. Amanda Cohen, a U.S. citizen, was reported missing a month ago. Is she in the care of your team? Reported missing by whom? She's an adult, and she's here voluntarily at the invitation of her friend. Is she competent? My information suggests she suffers from a terrible and terminal disability. Competent is relative, but she has no life-threatening conditions that I'm aware of. I mean, she's a bit extra, but that's probably definitely not terminal. Her mother spoke to her via phone and came away convinced that her daughter was not well. These are her words, not mine. She sounded possessed. She does have her moments, like this one time I forgot to put the toilet seat down. Do you want to hear a theory, Mr. Campbell? Is not really an option here. One of the patents Lisa Hendricks canceled was used by Polygene to treat Miss Cohen's disability. This inclines me to suspect it either didn't work as hoped, and thus she's circling the wagons, or it worked better than she hoped, so this is an obfuscation strategy to prevent copycat research. This really doesn't sound like anything to do with my passport situation, Mr. Ferguson. Tell me, have you ever wondered how politicians win elections with a pile of debt, only to depart after a term or two with summer homes in the Hamptons and millions stocked away? I don't know. Lobbyist kickbacks? Well, sure, but politicians also make more informed bets in the stock market than most people. Oh yes, insider trading was my second guess. For many years, one of those informed bets has been Prizer, but we smell blood in the water. It would have to be an arterial gusher for you to even consider Polygene as an alternative. That may be true at the moment, but business has a way of booming once we deal you in. Oh, this all sounds shady as f***. What exactly are you asking for? Nothing you can't handle. Convince Miss Hendricks to resubmit both patents. And if I do, the Honolulu police will find you acted in self-defense and your life goes back to normal. Just like that? Take the deal and consider yourself lucky. Assets like Vince Russo don't grow on trees. Wait, are you saying he wasn't Prizer's cleaner? Of course he was. But did you think that combat vets like him get recruited off linked up? You feel a cold rage bloom within you, but your voice remains deceptively calm. And the lawsuit? What happens with that? I guess that depends on Polygene's potential after we've reviewed the full product catalog. And what's stopping me from reporting all of this to the FBI? Brian stands and smirks at you dismissively. It's cute that you think they're the good guys. See how that works out for you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make this a short one. As you can tell, my voice isn't probably up to par. And that was a little rough for me to get through, but we did it. We made it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked the video and you want to see more, make sure you smack the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We'll get into more of it. Hopefully my voice returns back to normal soon. And I start feeling better soon as well. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you so much. You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.
I don't know why I made this, nor do I know why Scavenger needed this. May God have mercy on both of our souls, and I am deeply sorry.